straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast, Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts
Now.
Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to each and every one of you out there and joining us here on our Tejano Time Podcast, episode 134, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's out there that's tuned in over on Tejano TV, everybody that's tuned in throughout social media as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday, all right? So, yes, another great episode coming your way this evening, and I would like to welcome to the show for the very first time right here on Tejano Time Podcast. We are going to welcome for the very first time Mr. Eric Lee. Eric, welcome to the show, my brother. There he is. And let me make sure your mic is unmuted. There we go. Now you're good.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you on the show for a very first time. You've been on the radio show in the past with some of our other radio jocks and things like that, so that's pretty cool. But we wanted to get you on the show today and hear your story along with your new single that's out that we'll get to here later on in the show as well. So let everybody know what's going on with Eric Lee, where you're from, and how long has it been for you, basically how long you've been doing your thing in the Tejano scene.
Okay. So, hi, everybody. My name is Eric Lee. For those of you who do not know me, I actually sang in a band that y'all may know. It's called Los Desperados. My dad is Leal, and the rest of them are all my uncles. And I got started singing with them, I believe in 2017 or 18. I can't remember now. And I sang with them for about 2 years. 2 years, because then COVID happened. And when COVID happened is when I decided to take my own journey. I just felt it was time to kind of share my message. I had a lot of help where they were guiding me, just understanding the industry a little bit. And I wanted to just branch out on my own and kind of share my own message and my own view on how I view Tejano music.
Yes, yeah, for sure. And for those of you out there that are not familiar with, I'm sure you guys are. These guys have been in the business for some time. But I want to flash up an old throwback pic right here for you guys, right here when Eric Lee was there in his dad's band. Check this out, guys, right here. There you go, right there. Bam.
Why am I wearing the same thing? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so that's amazing.
Color.
Right, just a different color. That was Eric Lee back in, like you said, right before, during COVID or prior to COVID, you were with them.
I was still with them at the beginning of COVID. We didn't know what was going on at that time because that was we didn't know if we were getting shut down. Some places were heavier than us. Of course, Texas was one of the last people to get it together to understand what was going on. So at the very midway point of COVID is when we just all stopped touring. They stopped touring. I stopped as well. And I had this idea of wanting to just I knew we were going through a struggle. And right. I was like, let me do my own song. And that's what Toda la Noche was about, which was my first single. It's just about having a good time. At that point, we were having what was going on. A lot of people lost their lives and a lot of people were trapped in this little world of COVID, not little, but the big world of COVID and what it became. And I wanted to release something that I like to put smiles on people's faces, whether it's my personality, my jokes, or my music. I really do like to do that. And the song and what I was wanting to do is not anywhere near what Los Desperados would do or wanted to do. Excuse the ice cream truck outside. But I knew I needed to put that out. It felt like something I needed to do. So I contacted Gabriel Zavala. I remember being super nervous sending an email to him. And I got an email back right away. He's like, absolutely, let's do it. What do you want to talk about? And I told him. And that's when it all kind of started all by itself, was whenever I released Toda la Noche in 2020.
Yeah. Wow. And I had a list of that rundown right there. In 2021, you had an EP.
Yes.
Correct. Yes, the EP, which was What the La Noche, was 2021, was when the EP came out, but the
Yes.
single was done prior, right?
Yes, because I get confused because I recorded it in 2020, but it was released 21. Thank you for clearing
21.
that up.
Yeah. No problem. I had to do my research.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. It feels great that you knew.
So yeah, well, 2021, obviously that was released there, the EP. 2023, a few more singles with 2KHP and Tejano Pop as well. Yeah, so definitely you got some music here, and the new single that he's got out, guys. I mean, it's different. You know what I mean? Well, it's not. It's Eric Lee, okay. And this is we'll let y'all take a listen to it. It's on the radio. It's being played on Houston's Tejano Hits, but we'll let you guys figure that out to see whether they like it or not or whatnot. But when we play it here during the show as well. So what sparked your passion for singing, and what developed your talent? I know you were with I'm sure your father kind of hey or it had nothing to do with your career or your musical journey?
Oh, of course he
Heck
did.
yes,
Of course
right?
he did, right? So the truth is, it all started as a dream as a little kid. I grew up as I had 8 years by myself till I had a sister, right? So I was also very much an introvert, which I know people don't comprehend because they see how loud I am. On social media, my music's very in your face, club style dancing. Sometimes like lyrics, the other Tejano artists don't sing. So it seems like that I'm very in your face like that. And I can be, but when I was a child, I was like cooped up in my room looking at every Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys music video on TV. And I always just wanted to be a pop star. That started it. Now, what ended up happening is I just noticed I felt by the time like about a year before I asked my dad to join the band, I just felt like, what am I going to do to make this happen? And I finally just decided like, hey, let me just see if I can start singing with my dad. Let's see if he even lets me, because a lot of people think it was just like, oh yeah, come here. I was like, no. I still had to audition. I still had to like sing the songs, but not sing it the way I thought I could sing it. I had to sing it the way my dad and my uncles needed it to be done, because the way I sing now is freedom. But when I sang there was a style I had to follow, and I respected that, right? Yeah. So there was a lot of rehearsing, going to my dad's house. He'd pull out the bajo, an hour-long session on like one song. Sometimes one phrase of a song took 30 minutes to break down. I'm very muscle memory, and my dad knows that. And so there were certain parts, intonation, Spanish not being my main language, understanding how to connect the words together. So my dad had a big part of guiding me through how to just sing a song. I can sing by myself, but my dad guided me to understand musicality.
Right. Okay.
That's how that started.
That's how you got started, Mr. Eric Lee, guys out there, all right, from San Antonio, Texas.
Yes,
so again, y'all are familiar with his music because it's been out there, like he said, and very huge on Instagram. You got a lot of platforms that you're on out there on social media. So you guys got to give him a follow. We'll get to all those handles here during the show a little later on in the show, guys. So stay tuned for that right now. Got a couple of people that are tuned in right now, are actually they're watching over on our YouTube channel right here. Shout out to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's Tejano Time right there. They got that podcast out there over in Dallas. Thank you guys, Mr. Buddy as well. Juanita Reina over in Dallas, Texas as well. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning into the show, guys. Everybody on Tejano TV watching this evening. Eric Lee is our guest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, also, you can download the app there for Tejano TV and take them wherever you go, guys. You can watch all your favorite podcasts, videos, and all that great stuff as well right there. Michigan is also in the house, Eric. That's right, hey. Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Yeah, good deal. Awesome. Amazing, guys. So appreciate y'all tuning into the show right now. So, again, what is the best advice you have ever received from anyone out there in the music, maybe a mentor, anybody in the music industry going forward?
So I feel like the best advice I have ever received, it wasn't even told directly to me, is, if you don't know who this is, that's okay. But the person's name is RuPaul, and that person said, if they paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind.
Yeah.
That, it sounds funny, but if you break it down, that really made me understand, people judge everything regardless of your, sexuality, regardless
Mm.
of, there could be big, huge conjunto cats out there, or not the band, but like there are people who love that, and they'll hear a song and they hate that. They hate that particular song. Bad Bunny puts out stuff. People have bad things to say about Bad Bunny, but he's like one of the number one artists. Like understanding that no, everyone's gonna have something to say. If you just let it roll off your back, it's not that big of a deal. They're gonna, how many times people have said stupid crap to me. If I let it get to me, I wouldn't be sitting here on the phone, on this with you right now. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be putting out music if I even listened to things people told me about, like, you're never gonna make it. You're not. Well, what are you doing? No one's gonna want to do some music with you. Um, Even I love my dad. Dad, if you ever see this, I don't mean anything bad by this, but even my dad, when he first heard my music, he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" I believe he told me that because he felt that if I still did it, even though he was pretending not to like it, I believe he thought like, okay, then anybody can get to him. Anybody's
Hmm.
gonna hurt his feelings. But I was like, no, I got this. Now my dad's like my biggest supporter. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Awesome.
yeah, that is the best advice I've ever received, was just like, don't pay any mind to what people say. As long as you're not hurting anybody or doing anything bad, do whatever it is that you want to do. You be you.
Yeah. Yeah, you be you right there, guys, and that is that's the name of his new single right there, guys. Yeah, you be you. We were just having a conversation offline before that, right there, and it just came up that way. You be you. You know, we had a conversation, and yes, definitely. Oh, he might have logged out. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. He'll get back in right here, guys. So. We're talking with Mr. Eric Lee, guys. All right, right here on the Tejano Time podcast. He definitely will be on there. Awesome music, brother. That's coming from Jonathan Jimenez. So hopefully we can get him back on here. I'm sure he just logged out or got a phone call and it threw him off. So we'll definitely get him back on here in just a few minutes. Just Ruben Horta, saludos. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for tuning in here to the show as well, right here on the Tejano Time podcast. And also, as to you will make it, stay positive, brother. That's in other words, coming there. Some more words from Jonathan Jimenez. Thank you, Jonathan. We appreciate you tuning into the show here tonight, and to everybody who's tuned in from around social media. All right, wherever you may be, definitely. Thank you so much for tuning in, and again, share the live, guys. Share the live. I'm going to try to reach right back out right quick to Eric and see if we can get him back on here, and hopefully he'll be able to log right back in. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see here. We got let me there he is. Okay, there we go. Here we go. I don't know. You just disappeared.
It's like, that's the end of the show. Stream a song. Bye.
Bye. So we tried to lollygag our way through here just for, till I sent you a message, but he was able to get back on. So okay, everybody, we do apologize for that. Yeah, so it happens. Sometimes a call comes through and it knocks you right off, but sometimes it happens on either way, or just pops right off. You're in San Antonio, so and the signal out there can be hectic. Trust me. So again, if you're just joining us right here on the podcast, guys, thank you so much. The Tejano Time podcast. Don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms, and also look us up on YouTube. Watch us there at the Tejano Time podcast, and also on Facebook as well, guys. All right. So Eric Lee is my guest tonight for the very first time here on the show. Eric, what's the most important lesson you've learned throughout your musical journey?
Oh, the most important lesson I learned. Be different.
Be different.
Be different. Stop doing what everybody else is doing. Stop doing it the way you think it. The way you see other people doing it isn't how you should do it. And when I say you, I'm pointing at myself. I believe that, like, and I'm still an up and coming singer myself. I don't think that I'm anyone, crazy up there. But things that I have learned are like, if I do see a lot of new artists try to copy and paste, and not to toot my own horn, but they literally copy and paste the stuff that I do too. And I'm like, it doesn't look as authentic if you do it exactly. It's okay to take inspiration, but learn to do it in an organic way that fits you. Because I believe that's what makes you different. If you try to be just like somebody else, then you're just a carbon copy of that. And therefore, there's already somebody doing that. I strive to be not different because I want to be different. I am a unique person naturally,
Mm-hmm.
whether I was singing or whether I wasn't. I'm a unique, crazy individual. And I believe that is what has separated me, and why there's like sometimes a lot of talk. Sometimes it's not good. People
Yeah.
have something to say about everything, but that is something I learned. Don't copy. You can take
Yeah.
inspiration, but do not copy.
Do not copy. Yeah, 100% true right there. And there's no doubt about that, guys. And there's a lot of that going on, though. Like you said, there's a lot of it. Be yourself, man. Just be someone. And, yeah, stay in your own lane. And I took that line from my boy, Mr. Ricky Duran, on the evening show. Yeah, it's a great line right there. So when you got thrown out there, we had some shout outs here. Ruben Horta también saludos. Good
Hi,
evening.
Ruben. How are you?
And again, Jonathan had said they're awesome music,
Oh,
brother.
thank you. That means so much.
And they said you will make it. Stay positive, definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, and
I feel
download
like
the app.
I have to be delusional in my head. If you are not delusional, if you don't think you are the cream of the crop, if you don't in a humble way, if you don't already feel like you are going to do it, and you're always doubting yourself, then you manifest the doubt. I brainwash myself to think of myself on big stages, of my new music doing good, and everything I've manifested and thought about has came to be. And I believe
Oh, there we go. He got knocked off again, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I think it's just a call that's coming in that's knocking him off. Definitely right there. We'll get to him in a few minutes, guys. We'll definitely get him straight here for everybody that's out there that's tuned in. Definitely don't want you guys to go away, so stay tuned right here to the Tejano Time Podcast. Eric Lee is my guest tonight, and the comments are coming through like crazy. We'll get to those as soon as we can, so we appreciate each and every one of you out there that are tuned in, and definitely don't want to play the new tune just yet, okay? I don't want to do that because we want him to talk a little bit about it and tell us a story about his new song, You Be You, all right, from Eric Lee. So that's going to be coming up here shortly throughout the show, guys. If you have any questions for Eric, feel free to drop them, and we'll definitely get those questions to him as well. There he goes.
What's going on? It just keeps shutting down the app. I guess it's just I deleted a few of my apps that I have on my phone. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Trust me, you're good. Hey, we're staying on and we're waiting. I know you're going to come back in, so we're just, hey, you know what? We're going to stay right here.
And
we're not going to let it go.
What to do to come back in. So if it happens again, guys, I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Oh, manifestation. I do believe manifestation is the strongest thing you can have. So if you're out there and you feel like you want to do something, even if it has nothing to do with music, just in general, manifest what you want. But you can't just sit there and dream about it. You have to figure out a way to get to it.
Figure it out, people, for sure. There's no about. Take that advice. That's some great stuff right there, for sure. So, Eric, you had a few, like I said, you had the EP out, and you had some singles right there for after that in 2023. Now, your new single, You Be You. Let's talk about the story behind that there. How did that song come about? I know you don't do any songwriting, but you do have an idea of what you want and what you're looking for. And when you took it to the writers, give me a little scoop or background on that.
So I believe in living in the world of Tejano pop, not to be confused with my song, but like I have a Tejano pop world. And in my world, it's about literally being yourself. My music is for everyone. I do feel like sometimes people might be scared to want to listen to me because whether you know or don't know, like the fact that I'm gay, that makes some straight men not even want to pay attention. I totally get that. And then there's some people who don't think like that, right? But I wanted to create a song for everyone to feel good about being who you are. Some people are headstrong and want to be exactly themselves. And if you are just a strong and tough person, hey, you be you. I'm gonna be me. I'm not always strong and tough. I'm a delicate little flower. Sometimes, I'm very emotional, and I handle. It goes deeper than just like you be you. I'm gonna be me. Like it goes into the fact that like, don't listen to what people say. Do what you want to do. And I always say, as long as you're not hurting anybody. I know I said that before, but like that's what I mean. You literally could do whatever you want to do. Believe in yourself. Do it. And don't care what anybody has to say because what they say in that moment, it's literally for that moment. And that's their idea of you. That's not your idea of you. So I told Zavala. Well, for those who don't know, my producer for all my music, his name is Gabriel Zavala. He's Stephanie Montiel's husband. So if sometimes you're like, that sounds familiar, it's because Gabriel does all my music. But I told him that I wanted to create a song that lives in the world of Tejano pop. I'm Tejano pop. Eric Lee is. I don't really know if anybody else has ever used that term before, but I kind of like grabbed that and I told him I want everybody to feel comfortable in my world. It doesn't. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to do anything specific. Like just be yourself and be comfortable being you. That's what it's about.
Yeah, definitely. And for those of you that don't know out there, there's a great producer out there, Gabriel Zavala, one of the best in the business as well, always working hard around the clock.
An amazing musician as well. He doesn't get the credit for his musicality. I feel that he deserves, but he's an amazing musician, and I do believe he is one of the top producers out there, if not the top. And the reason why I say that is because there are other good producers out there. And again, this is just my humble opinion. I'm not talking bad about anybody, but in my opinion, if you go back to my EP Toda la Noche, there's 5 songs on there. There's a lot of pop influence. Name another producer that can make pop songs. That's not really in their wheelhouse. He's done country, he's done Tejano, he's done pop, and if you listen to them, they're all bangers. They're all good songs. He doesn't just put crap out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, definitely, and like you said, a great musician as well. I mean, he's definitely the best in the business, one of the best in the business. There, guys out there, Gabriel Zavala, and they're very familiar with it, with him and his music. I mean, he's got some songs that he's written that are chart toppers. He's done some that videos. I'm sure he produced a lot of videos out there and ideas and things like that. But hey, this guy, and it shows in this music here, and there's a new song here that we're going to get to here in a little bit, guys. Here, UBU is the name of the song. So that song was written by Gabriel as well. Did he wrote that? He wrote that song.
I like to say I co-write all my songs because I don't want people to think, because I do deal with this. There's sometimes when people are like, man, you really got it lucky. You know, your dad just kind of scooped you in, so you have Zavala doing everything for you. I'm like, whoa. Let's back it up for a bit, because I didn't just get scooped in by my dad. I had to rehearse very hard, okay? And I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying it in general. Right. And with my music as well, like, hey, these songs wouldn't have happened if I didn't tell Gabriel what to write. So like I tell him, which I told you offline, but I write down the story, or I tell him the idea, and I say, I wanted to say this, I want it to sound like that. I'll hear a sound bite from another song. I will literally clip that 5 seconds and I will send him that. I send so many things to him so that I don't ever want him to feel like he doesn't have enough material for me. Yeah. One of my songs called Wasabi, I was at the gym, and this was when me and him were just having like a conversation. He's like, Eric, this is going to be tough for you, considering who you are and the fact that you're very different, and the music that you want to create is very different. And it's a little bit of an acquired taste, you're going to have to be. And I was in the gym thinking about that, and I was getting kind of emotional because I'm like, oh my God, who is going to acquire this taste right here? But I thought of the word wasabi. Or the wasabi that you put on sushi. Not everybody likes it. It's an acquired taste, and it's spicy, and it's, but it can add the flavor that you need, right? So I said, hey, what if we make a song called Wasabi? Because since I'm such an acquired taste, I'm also hot like wasabi. And then he was like, dude, that's epic. And then boom, now we have a song called Wasabi.
Yeah, and that's off the EP, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Going back to quite a few, about 5-6 songs on that EP. I think it's 5, right? 5. There you go. Yeah, we've got a lot of great music on there as well. That EP is available also, guys. If you are not familiar with that album or that EP, stream it. It's on all digital platforms también. So go out there and check that one out, as well as a couple of the singles that he had that just recently got released not too long ago, which was in 2023 también. We're talking about 2KHP, and Tejano Pop is another tune he's got out there as well. So feel free to go and check that out on all social media platforms, which is Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you guys get your music. All platforms.
You can get it anywhere.
And UBU is going to be coming up here in just a few minutes right here. So we got love that. Let's see, we got some what is this here from Anthony Quintanilla? Love the way you put that be original.
Oh, so yeah, you gotta be.
And 2KHP, it's awesome hit, brother. That's from Jonathan as well. So
thank you. I don't know if anybody understands why it's called 2KHP, because the song is actually called Tu Que Has Perdido. So 2K.
So
Some people don't. Yeah.
Didn't get it. No?
I'm not gonna put "Tu que has perdido" as a song. It's such a long title. And then I was trying to figure out like how can we make it cool. And then Zavala was like, let's just do that. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't care. I thought that was unique. It's different.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know the name of the song. They're like, that song with the letters on it. And I'm like, hey, if you can at least remember the song, like that means it's a good song and you don't even know what the title is.
And that's good. It catches a lot of people's attention, though. That's pretty cool. I didn't know actually snap to that until looking at it there too as well. A lot of people. Dimas Garcia, saludos, Keith and Eric Lee. Who cares what the negative people say? You are good people, and you have a phenomenal music. So don't change anything with your music or yourself.
Thank you.
Great deal, Dimas. Thank you so much for tuning into the show, También. So if you guys have anything for Eric, any questions you'd like to ask, feel free to drop them in the box, and we're going to get to those here throughout the show as well. And I definitely want to, get into the new song here, UBU. We just talked about the song, the background, before we actually played the tune. We're going to play the tune right quick for everybody out there. If you're watching, share the live, guys, wherever you may be watching from. Share it for us, please. All right. And definitely going to go out there. Let me find that song right quick. I have it right here. So we're going to play the tune for everybody out there, and let us know what you think. Let Eric know what you think about the song. This is a new single that just dropped not too long ago, and we are playing it. It's all over the radio. So, guys, check it out right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. All right. And UBU is the name of the tune. So we'll be right back right here on the Tejano Time Podcast.
Estar bailando, para adelante caminando. Yo sé bien que están hablando, quieren ver qué voy a hacer. Como estrella voy brillando, por eso no me pueden ver. Yo sigo corriendo hasta amanecer. Saquen las botellas que tengo sed. Paran de hablar, ya no quiero escuchar. Ya no me importa lo que piensen los demás. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Shut your eyes if you don't wanna see. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Quiero estar bailando, pa'lante caminando. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Shut your eyes if you don't wanna see. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Dejar de estar hablando, yo quiero estar bailando. Yo quiero estar bailando. Si te gusta lo que tengo, si te gusta lo que ves, quiero ver cómo te mueves. Dale y déjame ver. Yo sigo corriendo hasta amanecer. Saquen las botellas que tengo sed. Para de hablar, que no quiero escuchar. Ya no me importa lo que piensen los demás. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Shut your eyes if you don't wanna see. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Quiero estar bailando, pa'lante caminando. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Shut your eyes if you don't wanna see. You be you, yeah, I'ma be me. Deja de estar hablando, yo quiero estar bailando. Oh, yo quiero estar bailando.
There you have it. Okay, you be you. That is it right there. And let us know what you think on that song, guys, out there. Eric Lee, that's a new single that's out right now, available on all digital platforms. Stream it, guys, and add it to your playlist. And yes, for sure,
and all
for
that
sure.
kind of stuff.
So it's not a bad song, man. I mean the cumbia there. It's just you know the sound right there, man. It's awesome. And we got it says nice right here from Mr. Fabian
Oh, thank
Pena.
you. Thank
There
you.
you go. And right here, Mr. Jonathan says, Gabriel Zavala really made it sound fresh. Puro cumbia, it sure will get you dancing.
And put it on at the gym, y'all. I tell you what, you'll get through that cardio.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
So, Eric, and you know the music that you've had out in the past, and the music you've had out, we're in the past, what 3 to 4 or 5 years now. How well has the fans out there, your fans, or just people in general in the Tejano scene, accepted it? Have you had any negative feedback on any of your music?
Yeah, absolutely.
How well did you handle that? Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I feel like I handled it like a champ. Like, again, I understand people aren't gonna like me. Like, for instance, when I sang with my dad, it was always like, "Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so good. Oh my God, blah blah." It was so like, it almost seemed fake. It was just like, yo, we're just saying it just to say it. And now I get real feedback. Like some people are like, oh wow, your vocals this, your vocals that. Oh my God, this is such a good song. You can tell you took your time with it. The promo pics are like, man, you always put so much effort into your promos. These are fire. People I do feel don't put as much effort into promos. I mean, look at the badass promo behind you. That looks so
that one right there, guys. Yeah, right there.
But the negative, which I don't ever really like to think about, but I'm gonna be honest with it. There was one of my songs is called "Work," and there's a there's a chorus that has English in it, just like this one does. That's pretty much always gonna be a part of me because I'm Spanglish as fuck. A Tex-Mex, I should say. But I think it has like 700,000 views, and there were a good amount of people who didn't like what I was doing. They weren't even saying anything about the music. They were just talking about me being a Tejano singer and being gay and just having so many things that they were saying. I was just like, what? You didn't need, so you're mean to tell me you're gonna just talk about the fact that you could tell that I was gay because I did this or this on like real quick as I was dancing, and that's all you're gonna talk about. But you aren't gonna talk about the fact that that's a badass song. Okay,
Right.
so it's like, why do I focus on that? And then you look at all the other comments that that are just have my back, and all the people that are just like this. But listen to the music. The music's so good. Who cares if he's gay? Just but and there's so many back and forth comments like that. That was my awakening to like social media. I always had a cute following. I always had people who had my back. That was the first time that I was like, oh wow, people can be cutthroat, but it doesn't hurt my feelings because like, what are you doing with your life? Have you fed your children? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're working at an office. Like, I'm literally living out my dreams. And if you want say something negative, you have every right to. And I feel like some people need to take that into consideration. Like, people have the right to talk crap, right? People have the right to say whatever it is that they want to say. It doesn't have to affect you. Words, take the words, drop the meaning to the floor. It's just a word or whatever it is that they have to say. When they say it to you, you put the meaning behind whatever it is that they say. If they say it to you in a language that you don't know about, and they could even be screaming it at you in another language, you don't know what they're saying. You could just start laughing because you don't know what they're saying. You put the meaning to the words. So don't give people meaning when they say those things. If it doesn't, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, very true, very true. Yep, that's a great way to handle things, Eric, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you be you, brother. Keep doing your thing. We have to push the song, guys. All right.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So another great hit, Dimas Garcia says right here, another great hit for Eric Lee. Yes, for sure. And Jonathan says, social media will do that to you, Eric. Stay strong. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I thank you for saying that, to stay strong, but I hope other people can stay strong, because I will say, like, my friends sometimes, like, they'll come over and they'll be like, girl, or sorry, well, this is how we talk, right? But they're like, girl, why are they saying this? Like, are you okay? Like, sometimes people will say, I don't even want to bring it up, but like some people will say some heavy stuff. And they're like, how are you like not bothered? I'm like, who are they? They don't even
Yeah.
have a profile pic. Like, what do you? So at the and my friends always, they're very like, man, you're good. My barber too. She's like, you're strong, Eric, because the things that they say when I read those things, I'm like, how is he like not hurt? How is he not crying? I'm like, because they're not doing anything. They don't even. If like, yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. I think other people really need to really try their best to take that, which is something that I feel like I'm good at. I'm good at just letting it roll off my back. Like I've been picked on my entire life and in front of my face. And you mean to tell me that some words underneath in a comment underneath the video are gonna hurt my feelings? Please.
Yeah, let that go for sure, right? Let it go, let it go. Any kind of publicity is good or bad is right here. It's coming from Mr. Fabian.
Any kind of publicity is good or bad. I mean, it's good.
It's going to help you either way. So good deal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, going back to that, speaking of what he said, so Toda la Noche was the single of the EP. Work was another song that was really good that I felt didn't get the recognition. When that video of me singing it on Domingo Live blew up, the streams were crazy on that song. And I was like, I remember looking and I was like, 2,000 people streamed this last night. What is going on? And I went to go look at my Instagram. And I was like, and then I saw that the video blew up. And I was like, and then I saw the stuff that people were saying. And I'm like, girl, whether they talk good or whether they talk bad, people are listening to this song.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and like he was on point with that one right there, no doubt. Yeah. Fabian, thank you for that, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. And so it's negative or not. I have people who are negative, and I am not an artist. Well, that's Jonathan. Yes, that's in the everyday world, and it don't matter where you're at or what social media platform. Always somebody there just waiting. That's like their job. You know what I mean? Just sitting there and waiting to attack people just for whatever apparent reason it can be. You know what I mean? And like you said, did you feed your kids today?
Yeah, or like sometimes I'll be like, I'll notice like people judging, like if you go to the beach, there'll always be like that one unfortunate soul who's sitting up there just judging all the girls in their bikinis and blah blah blah, or the guy. It's like, what are you judging them? Like, you can't even stand up without assistance. Let's calm it down. Like, let's not do all that
without assistance. Yeah, calm down, relax. There you go. So Eric, I have another question right here for you, buddy. What's the most important message or theme you hope your listeners take away from your music going forward?
It sounds corny, but I really want people to just be themselves and be okay with being them. Because I do know, like, I get messages and I get inbox messages, like DMs, and people will say, like, thank you so much for being such an inspiration to go after my dreams. You do something that's so crazy. And I'm like now finally going to the gym just because I see you like at the gym promoting your music. You promoting your music has made me go to the gym. You promoting your music and you showing yourself on social media, moving from one job to another, and how successful it's been have made me apply for what's it called when you level up in a job?
Like a promotion.
Yeah. And I'm just glad that I'm able to do that. I'm happy that God gave me the strength, courage, and confidence to be able to be that kind of person. Because a lot of people also say, how do you put yourself out there like that? Like, you put yourself out there and you don't care what people say. And then, like, I think that God gives a few of us that strength because there are other people who need to see us do it. And I'm happy to be that person.
Yeah. And you should be, brother. You should be. Very, very. So right now, music-wise, what's next for Eric Lee going?
Next is my album. I'm going to have an album.
Nice. Good deal. Yeah. Good deal. Put all that together. And well, this is another question I had before we get to the album. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but there's your You Be You. Is there any plans on a video for that song right now in the future?
Yes, but I like to break this down and preference everybody to just give me time. And the reason why I say that is because I think I'm one of the few artists. Like, when people say they do things by themselves, they still have somebody there helping them, right? Like, they're still like, oh, I have my this or that, and they're there. They have a support system. Yes, I have my father. Me and him don't talk that much. Like, not that there's anything negative. Like, he works on a ranch. I work at a nail shop. completely different lives.
Yeah.
And I do this all by myself, even financially. Nobody helps me. This is all done by me. And I am a perfectionist. I am not going to put a music video out with the terrible acting and the bad camera quality, and it doesn't, the
Right.
video doesn't even go with the song. So I'm trying to figure out a way to be creative with this next music video, with not using too much to make, because sometimes I feel like people throw too many things into the pot, and that's why it looks cheap. I'm sorry, I don't mean
Cheap.
to be rude, but
Yeah.
like it looks cheap.
No,
I
you're
know
right.
you know what I'm talking about, right? You know,
I
you
know
see
exactly.
kind of
I've seen a lot of cheap videos out there.
like the horrible acting, like they're on their phone, like, oh no, and I'm like, girl, no, just cut that part out. So I think that I'm gonna do my best to probably find a nice place that has a great scenery and just do like a live performance recorded with clean quality videos. I believe right now that's going to be my route, just because I want to put out something good. I don't want to just put in a bunch of random stuff trying to make a cool music video. So I will have one. I want to say give me 2 weeks, and I will put something out. I am also heavily promoting this song. So like right now I'm promoting the song, and then eventually I'll be promoting the video. So like right now I have if you follow me on social media at Soy Eric Lee, just like it says right here, I actually have this video where I'm going through all of my promo looks, like the one behind you. And it starts from when I was by myself in a black and white photo when I first started with the guys, and it goes all the way to this one. And I break down what I wore, who helped me, who photographed it, who edited it. And that's my way of promoting things like right now. So I'm trying to get the song on radio, trying to promote the song in general. And I feel like sometimes if you throw too much at one time, like the song and the video, then there's nothing else to do, and you kind of just have to like keep posting the same stuff. So I'm doing my best to promote the song in different ways, like ways that I see pop stars do it. I'm trying to do that. Like for instance, today I just did a cooking video, and like at the end I'm like, and don't forget to stream it. Like I do all those kinds of things because I feel like posting the picture and just be like, hey guys, can you stream my song, gets old after a while. And once people have seen the photo once and then twice and then 3 times, and then that's all you keep doing, you notice the views start to drop. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do it, and I've noticed it's really helped. Like this is the amount of promo that I've been doing is I've gotten the most views out of it because it's all different types of promotion, and I somehow incorporate talking about the song.
Wow. And it's good that you say that with the video and the song itself. And like your single is out right now. Couple of weeks, take longer, take 3 or 4 weeks if you need to. You know what I mean? I know, you want to make sure that it's right, but I agree with you. I know there's a lot of artists that I've talked to in the past that like to release their single and their video at the same time, which to me makes no sense. Release your song first, then you follow up with a video. That's just how I think that it should go. I'm not an expert at it. I don't know shit from shampoo on that when it comes to that, but basically, I mean, I don't know. The music is going to be for the radio for one, and they get to familiarize with the song. Then the video comes there for it. You got a visual, but to try to get it done at the same time. It's I don't know.
If you have the to do it, because you are also somebody who's like, you're a huge, like you're Intocable or you're Becky G or Bad Bunny, then of course they're going to release a song and the video right away, because then they have real promotion. Like they're all going on Vogue TV and all that. They have real promotion. But I believe we as new artists, and as well as in the Tejano lane that we are in, we probably have to kind of milk it for as long as we can.
As long as you can.
And gradually go up.
Yeah. Well, you got a point there for sure. There's no doubt. I have people who are negative, and that was. I don't know why that comment keeps. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, Mr. Jim Luna, saludos, Jim. Thank you for tuning into the show, Jim. All right.
And
then we got. He says, "Are you on TikTok?" Jonathan Jimenez wants to know that.
I'm on all social media platforms. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram is all Soy Eric Lee, and I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Eric Lee TV. It's not as active anymore. That's kind of just where I will post my music videos. But the reason was because when I started my YouTube channel, that was before TikTok even happened. And remember the YouTube era? Everybody had a YouTube channel and vlogging and this. And I was trying to go that route. Then when TikTok came up, and I realized that, oh, wait, TikTok is like the mini version of YouTube. So now I switched to YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now I switched to TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. Well, YouTube had some bumps in the road there for a while for a lot of people out there. A lot of people that vlog. They like the vloggings. I had a lot of friends out there that used to do vlogs, and it was just I guess I don't know that they shut down that part. I'm not sure. I don't really pay too much attention to it, but I know they went a different way on it, so it kind of like freaked everybody out.
Moved over. Yeah, everybody moved
Yeah.
over to TikTok because like people that I would follow on YouTube back when I would be on YouTube, they all now like they don't post on YouTube, excuse me, as much anymore. They only post on TikTok because that's just kind of where the audience has gone to. I feel like YouTube has almost turned into like TV for long-term watching.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. Mr. Bumper Gomez says here, saludos a todos. Eric Lee is a great example of outside the box Tejano.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Hopefully I can be on your show soon.
Saludos, Bumper. That's right, Mr. Bumper Gomez right there. Wacky Wednesdays. Yes, for sure. And Antonio Vega says saludos also. Thank you, Antonio.
Hi, Antonio.
So everybody that's watching out there and on social media land, everybody on Tejano TV, we appreciate you so much. So any obstacles or challenges have you faced? I know you've probably had many of them throughout your stint there that you faced, and how did you overcome those obstacles and challenges as a Tejano artist? Tejano pop artist.
I don't really, I'll be honest, and I like to be very transparent. I feel like I'm a blessed individual. I feel like I put a lot of light out into the world, and the universe and God and everything above has like blessed me. I don't have a lot of obstacles. I truly think the biggest obstacle I have is maybe trying to find like management or finding shows to let me open for somebody. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but sometimes it takes me a little hard, or like I only get booked at gay clubs. Love it. Well, I'm never going to stop, but I would like for the Tejano world to see me too. I would like the opportunity. I believe if they were to see me put on a show, they probably would change their minds, but it's just been a little bit tough. That's my biggest obstacle. And I'll be honest, I still haven't overcome it, but I believe with my social media, I mean, I've been able to put myself out there enough, and I feel like, hey, other people lack, other people are gaining, right? Like my social media, I feel is up there, and then I feel other people's live shows are up there. But then sometimes like they get a lot of bookings, but people may not even really remember them after they leave. So like I just take my blessings where they are. I don't really like to say that I have obstacles because I don't like to put that out into the universe. I think my biggest obstacle is sweating during this heat when I'm trying to create content.
All right, that's something you'll probably be doing in a few weeks, doing your video, huh? Be on the lookout for that. Yeah. Saludos, Joe Villanueva also has got us tuned in. Mr. Tejano Bluesman himself. That's right. Yes, sir. It's the donut man right there. Yeah, and that's there he goes. He says hello, Eric, right there. Good job. Amazing. There we go. So again, Eric, any advice you may have for any of the any young artists out there that are looking to get into the Tejano scene? I mean, I know it's been not a rough road for you, but I mean, for any up and coming artist, it has been a rough road for many that are out there just trying to get started out.
My best thing, and the only thing that I have to say is you do it because you want to do it. And if you want to do it and you want to make it happen, find a way to make it happen. Doesn't matter how, just find a way to make it happen. And it's going to be a tough road. If you want to do it, you'll keep going no matter what. If you eventually stop, it's because you didn't want to do it that bad. And you have to take that into consideration. Maybe you don't want to do it that bad. Maybe you'll realize that after you realize how much work it takes. No, I'm being serious.
No, it takes a lot of work. I'm sure it does.
Work, getting a song produced, writing the song, going into the studio, making sure you know how to sing the song right. How are you going to promote it? Some people, I've noticed there are some artists out there, they release songs, but they don't know how to promote their music. They don't use social media to their advantage. They don't understand. I believe there's a quality on camera that I feel people need to learn. You need to learn how to talk to a camera. That's where we are in 2024. Like, look, that's what I'm doing right now. It's just where we are in 2024. You have to learn to captivate an audience. You have to learn to engage with your audience. You have to learn to do things that people want to see. And and the thing is that for all you new artists out there, it's not just the song. Like it sucks that it's not, but the truth is it's not just the song anymore. It's who you are, your personality, what's your message? Are you somebody people want to engage with? Are you funny? Are you charismatic? Are you charming? All of those things you have to figure out, and you will know that if you are that person, you'll get that feedback. And if you want to keep doing it, you'll keep doing it. And that's all I really can say.
Any collaborations that you'd like to have in the future with a certain artist? It could be any genre of music. It doesn't have to be in the house scene, but who would you like to collab with?
Dream would be Becky G.
Yeah.
Dream artist. is Becky G. A little bit more of a tangible one. I keep asking her. She said yes, but I know it takes time. I want me and Stephanie to do a song together. I really think it would be super cool.
Yeah. Well, you never know what'll happen.
Yeah. So I'm putting it out into the universe now.
Right. Yeah, it's out there. So yeah, definitely the message is out. Good deal, Eric. We appreciate you taking the time to join us here on Tejano Time. As always, your music is just, you've sent your music every single time. Again, you do your thing to promote your music. You definitely make sure that it gets in the hands of radio. Whether it be here locally there in San Antonio or around the state of Texas or whatnot, internet radio and all that other stuff. But you do it and you do your thing well. We appreciate you taking the time to send it out. We definitely always jump on your music here. You're always welcome back here on the show anytime, whether it be on radio or here on the podcast as well. Again, we wish you the best of luck in anything that you have going forward in front of you. Attack it and go with it. And my brother, you be you. All right.
Thank you.
No problem, guys. And don't forget right here, check this out right here. It's out on all the digital platforms, okay? You Be You is the name of his song right now, and he'll be following up very, very soon with a video, okay? So go out there and stream it. It's available on all digital platforms, and again, follow him on all his social media pages, so that way you can keep up with the video production. So when it starts, and he'll have it out there, he'll be teasing it for you guys out there for sure. There's no doubt about that. So if you want to hear, you actually want the visual to that, follow his Facebook page if you're not already. Okay, Eric, again, always a pleasure, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, the questions, and the good vibes. I appreciate it. I wish y'all all nothing but happiness and success in life, and keep a smile on your face. You have so much that you have living for, okay? Because I know we all have problems. We all feel like, the world's coming down on us. But every day that we get to wake up and take in that breath of fresh air in the morning, and you get to go brush your teeth, you're living a good life.
There you go. Good, man. Have a great one, my brother. We'll talk to you very, very soon. Keep us updated on the video when it does drop.
Sure,
all right.
well,
So
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Good deal. Have a great night, Eric. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.